Welcome back to ScaleSpeedworks. My name's Mike. Before we get started today, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers. I really appreciate your support. So thank you very much. Now, on my last episode of Classic Kit Review, we took a look at the Ford F-150 Shortbox. And I asked you guys if you'd like to see an open box comparison of the kits. Now, since then, I picked up this one. And I don't know why, but that one's hard to find. I picked it up, so I figured, what a better time to do this comparison than right now. Give me just a second. Let me open all these up, and we'll take a look. Let's start down here with the Lightning. This is the newest kit. So the chassis is installed in here. Everything looks good. Let's take a look at that compared to the Shortbox. So, these kits are pretty much identical. Except for the engine. Obviously, this has the high output engine. This is the step side. Now, at first, I thought this one was pretty similar, but it's really neat. I love this molded in step. And the chassis, if you'll notice, it's narrow, and it fits that bed just perfect. It's the same exact chassis in the other trucks. So I can take the chassis out of the Lightning, put it in here, and it fits no problem. So all the chassis are the same and interchangeable. So they all have the slots on the back here. The previous owner must have removed them, so I don't have them. But this truck also has, and it's hard to see here, but a little lip there and there. So the bed does kind of hang there, which is nice. So that's about that. Let's take a look at the F-150 XLT. Now, right off the bat, you can see the bed is a hair longer. So I'll line these up like so. See, the bed is just a hair longer. It is a long bed. I'd really, really like the look of that. Let me get the chassis. Let me find the chassis. Okay. So the chassis looks pretty much the same, except this part here. This part here has been lengthened. So this chassis, shorter. Other than that, and I'd say I got all kinds of leftover styrene there. I just opened this kit just for this unboxing. You guys are real lucky. Beautiful fit on the chassis. Looks real good. Again, the chassis is a little bit narrower than the bed itself. I don't think anybody's going to be looking that close. It's actually the same width as the cutouts for the wheel wells there. All right. Let's take a look at the seats and the interior tugs. All right. So it's a seat on the Shortbox. Looks to be the same seat as the F-150 XLT, as the step side. The only one that's different, get it down here, is a Lightning. 2 bucket seats instead of the bench seat, and then here's a console. And the interior buckets, you're gonna have to trust me, they all look the same. Very minimal detail on the sides there, but that's okay. Yeah, again. Exactly the same. Okay. Let's take a look at the chrome trees. Again, we'll start here with the Lightning. Nice grille, mirrors, intake. Not quite sure what that is. We got a lot of parts here. Tailgate, part of the tailgate, some Holley valve covers, and the wheels there. Okay. The Shortbox, the front grille fell off of this one, but I can tell you right now, this chrome tree, other than the wheels, is exactly the same. Exactly the same as the Lightning. In fact, okay, so Shortbox has a little bit different chrome tree. Not quite sure what these are. Those are some kind of chrome pieces. We also got the lights over here. Those are pretty neat. I like those to go on top of the cab. The same wheels. Now these wheels remind me of the wheels on the AMT 68 Roadrunner Pro Street, but these ones are actually drilled through, so that's pretty cool. I do like that. Now the chrome tree on the F-150 XLT, beautiful chrome, and again, exactly like the chrome tree on the other kids, except for the extra parts here in the Lightning. But that is the same chrome tree. All right, give me just 1 second. Let me get things cleaned up a little bit, and we'll go over some final details. So once again, here's a look at the Shortbox. This kit has 125 parts that are all loose, apparently. And it has some really cool options, like you can see over here, tailgate, lights up on top. F-150 XLT with a long bed has 120 parts. Also has some cool options. The Flareside has 115 parts, but has a really cool step side down here. I really like that. I dig that. It's a better picture of it. And Flareside also has this little light bar up there. A little bit different than the other ones. Lightning again has this really cool bumper back here. Parts tray in the bottom. And that's that. If you haven't done so, I highly encourage you to check the description at the bottom of these videos. I leave a ton of info down there. So with all that being said, which one should you choose? That's not a question I can answer, but I'll go over some of the benefits of each of the kits. So obviously the XLT out here has a longer bed. It's pretty cool. It has a lot of the options of the Shortbox and the Flareside. The Shortbox, I think, has the most options out of all of these kits. The Flareside is definitely unique. It has the unique side steps, which is pretty cool. And of course, the Lightning offers the big engine. I couldn't choose just one. I had to have them all. But if there's one truck that I had to choose, it would be either the Shortbox or the Flareside. Those are just two really cool trucks with a lot of options. And I think there's a lot that you can do with these trucks. I will say the downside to each of these trucks is that they're only two-wheel drive. That's pretty easy to change, to modify, to alter, to make a four-wheel drive truck. But it's unfortunate that four-wheel drive was just never an option in these AMT kits. So if that's not a deal breaker, I'd say go and pick one up. They're good kits. They got a lot of detail. They got a lot of options. So go out there, build some models, and have some fun. If you want to check out the initial review, I will leave that linked in the description below. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for commenting. And I will see you guys on the next one.